I want to play a game.
They're here.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho. Ha ha ha.
When you're down here with me.
You blood soul!
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like it's been
everybody.
forever.
It has. It's been centuries since we've
Been
reviewed
too
the
long.
movie.
About 2 weeks ago.
Centuries.
To be
I have
exact.
I have a long white beard that's invisible. Can't see it, but it's very long. It's very white, and
Long and white.
Oh,
yes, very Gandalf.
I need to shave all this. Look at this. There's just a lot going on here.
I don't think it
It's
looks bad.
the beard
I
part.
don't think it looks bad.
Between our beards.
Beard
I don't
game
think it
is
looks
strong
bad
right
either.
now. I can no longer
Just
have
needs to
facial hair, which is depressing.
Hey,
But
so
what's it called? Hey everybody, welcome back to Friday the 14th podcast. We're so happy to be here. It is officially October, the month of spooks and tricks and treats and ghouls and goblins and watching Hocus Pocus many more times than you do throughout the year because ABC Family airs it every single day.
I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
Oh Lord. I'm one
man.
fourth
My
of your
next
host, Matty Fresh, and I'll let the others introduce themselves.
I am the emo Sawalon Franco.
I am the Mr. Fuentes one, Mr. Fuentes.
I'm the one, the bad guy in the cage stage silent. Man, you also forgot to say it's the season of the bad guy. Kind of disappointed.
Oh Lord. I can't say that because you have to say it because it's your season. If I
That
say
makes
it,
sense.
But you're
if I
hosting the
say
show
it-
today.
If I say it, you'll jump me because you're the bad guy.
I am the bad guy.
I was holding
The
reverence
terrible
to you.
guy.
I'm sorry.
Fine, I respect that then.
Before we get started with this new, with this movie, how have y'all guys been?
Chilling, pretty good.
Chilling.
Chilling.
Another week, another month.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Decent at best.
Oh damn! Did he just hit the? Okay, he did. He did.
Decent at best.
Damn.
Yeah, he really did. We're in October now, which is a really fun month for many of us. At the same time, it's the month right before November, and we know what November holds.
Is this our first
Yeah.
show of October?
I think so.
Yes.
Just
this is-
kind of crazy, huh?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. Is it? I thought last.
No, we should have
Episode.
had the last one.
Yeah,
Would've
this
been in
is,
October.
this is the second for October.
I knew that.
What was
I
the last
testing
pick?
y'all.
It was me, right? I forgot.
I was
It
testing.
was
It was actually Nickel, the bad guy.
the bad guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was
Yes.
B1R,
1BR.
R1B,
That's
or
the bad guy's update.
1BR.
The bad guy's
Well,
update. Love those.
As we head towards the end of October, because the bad guy had 1BR, which was a trip. It was a trip. It really was. Why they got to pierce their hands like that? Very sad. Why?
I told you why.
Yeah. So, you know what that means? It means November. That is the Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is for November.
Thanksgiving, yes.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, yeah,
God.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I actually worked
Thanksgiving.
all that month. Oh my gosh. Should I say I was off? I lied. I'm so sorry. I
feel like we should just,
because it is an hour and 20 minutes, but feels like the longest film I've ever sat through in my entire
It's an hour and 5 minutes.
Are
You keep
you
saying hour and
serious?
20.
Do
It's
you
an
see
hour
what
and
I
five.
mean?
Your
I can't
fucking
even
facts
get
straight,
the
man.
timing
Damn it.
right.
It is 66 minutes long.
So
Too
this
long.
is something I found out. Like legally, we can like play clips of any movie or anything that we are commentating on. So if we actually like are criticizing or not criticizing, but critiquing any kind of work of art, and that does work for music, movies, or anything. You can legally put it onto your YouTube stream without having to pay any kind of compensation to the person that we are critiquing because it's under the fair use law. So,
Yes.
with that being said, we should watch the entire Thanksgiving on our air live and just commentary the whole time.
Yes, you have to commentary while you have to use commentary while watching it because YouTube will shut you
Yeah.
down at any moment that you do not commentate on the thing. That's how Louder with Crowder does his stuff. He has to
So-
keep talking over
Yeah.
elections or debates.
Basically a
Before-
live
yeah.
watch along.
So you want me to sit through hell?
I want all of us to sit through hell.
live. You want me to sit
We
through
all
hell
suffer.
live, not just sit through hell live. Oh gosh,
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great.
I just don't even. A gravy flavored condom. That's what Thanksgiving is to me.
If y'all got to
gravy
want to see that,
flavored condom.
us go live while watching Thanksgiving, comment down below and let us know.
Yeah, because if you don't let us
And if-
know,
If we see
Do
the
me a
audio
favor-
later on,
do me a
then
favor.
We'll only do it for y'all.
say you don't want to see that.
But if you don't want to see it, then we review the movie
I'm
regardless.
Say you
actually
wanna
kind of
see it, but
worried
you
though
don't
because
wanna
like
get Daniel's opinion.
there is some nudity in this movie, so like I don't know if we could do that live.
well, I mean, I don't think I wasn't thinking about putting it on the screen. I was thinking about just having it on our phones on the side.
I was just thinking about playing it on the screen, just saying screw it. I mean, because you could share your screen.
Well, yeah, but the nudity part. But I mean, nudity
That's
is
what
like
I was-
within the first 5 seconds, though. So I mean, I guess we could skip that first 5 seconds.
I guess I think that's the only part.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Manny, it's your pick, correct? And
Yes,
what are we
it's my pick.
reviewing?
And we have a Friday the 14th podcast alumni in this film because she was also in Mayhem. Everybody, welcome back, Samara Weaving. Come join the show. Hey, hey, guys, what's up? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be completely weird. What's it called?
You know, we don't probably reach out to any of these people, but we should probably just think about just reaching out randomly to like random actors like that and seeing if they would just like, yeah, jump on. We're gonna talk about Joe's movie.
That's a great
That was one of
idea.
the rules.
Speaking of that, let's do it on our first review, Thanksgiving. Let's reach out to the director and the stars of it.
You really want me to
And the
shit talk
turkey.
a movie in front of the director
And the turkey, the voice of the
actors
turkey, the director.
You really want that, Franco?
That's what Fuentes wants. Not me. Blame
That's what I
him.
would love, actually.
Oh my god!
I think
that's like that's a virtual fight. That is a fight list.
You have the fight list. We might as well do a virtual fight.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So 8 minutes in, we haven't gotten to the movie yet.
just imagine that entire like session ending with Manny like yelling into the camera, "When I see you in public, I'm gonna kick your ass."
Okay, you know what? I thank y'all for introducing me to Thanksgiving because that movie like that exists and I sat through it. And which is why I tell y'all guys that listen to this podcast, if y'all have movies out there that you don't think that we've seen, please let us know, okay? Because we're willing to sit through them. If I had to endure Thanksgiving just for us not to review it last year, I'm willing to sit
What
through
movie did we review that we didn't review Thanksgiving?
I think you were just like, we're not going to do
I don't
Thanksgiving
remember.
after all. We're going to do this. And I was like, oh, okay, Franco, thanks. Let me go and get that 3 hours of my life back. But it was not 3 hours. It was 66 minutes. So,
I mean, unless you
yeah,
kept pausing it, then maybe, but...
So with that being said, I'm sorry. Let's jump right into this baby. The babysitter.
Let's do this.
Rated TV mature, dropped in 2017, directed by Mick G. Isn't that crazy? Mick G is the name of the director.
G.
Mick G. Starring, well, to be honest with you, it's quite the cast in this movie. I would say maybe not the main characters. But you have Samara Weaving, who's been in a variety of films, Ready or Not, Mayhem, Bill and Ted 3, Guns
Babysitter
Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe. You have Robbie Amell, who's the cousin of Stephen Amell, He played Firestorm in the Flash series. Was on True Jackson VP. Was on this other show. Oh, he played Fred in the TV movie adaptations of Scooby Doo. Was on a variety of other stuff. He's on Robbie Mel's on a lot. He's actually one of my favorites. I'm not gonna
Life with Derek, yes.
Life with Derek, yes, yeah, dude. Robbie Mel. We have Hannah May. I'm only saying her first two names, but she played Sonia. Y'all may know her as the quiet girl from
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry about that. And then we have King Batch. And for those of y'all who that backflip though, Vine. King Batch is on almost about everything now, and he really is. You can find King Batch in a lot. He plays a lot of small roles, but in movie, like even in that Drake music video where he uses Justin Bieber, King Batch is in that music video. And then we have everybody's favorite, right? Just kidding. We have Bella Thorne, who also comes out in this movie. Lord. And then the main character's name is Cole. I have some stuff to say about Cole, played by the actor Judah Lewis. For some reason, I like the name Judah. It's really dope. Judah Lewis. And we have his friend Melanie, played by Emily Allen Lind. So, let's read. I'm going to get into the synopsis, which is provided to you today by IMDb. For all your latest and greatest in TV and movie news, go to imdb.com. That was not a paid sponsor, but if you want to sponsor us, IMDb, we would greatly appreciate it because Shudder didn't hear us. Shudder didn't hear us.
Shudder didn't want us.
They released a really good film that I sat through this weekend called The Mortuary Collection. If you got the chance, go watch it. It was really enjoyable. Sorry about that. Let's get back into The Babysitter. Sorry. So the synopsis coming from IMDb says the events of one evening take an unexpected turn for the worst for a young boy trying to spy on his babysitter. Yeah.
Was that
so
What's that? It?
Synopsis?
That's the synopsis.
What the fuck? It's a short ass.
Yeah.
That's like one sentence.
So yeah. So just a small little, so basically this movie is about a boy named Judah who is
A boy named Cole.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, a boy named Cole. Forgive me.
Played by Judah.
It's because I said I like the name Judah. Let me see. 13.
Judas.
What does he say? He says
Paid sponsor.
He says he's 12. In the movie,
Fire,
he says
fire,
he's 12.
fire.
Hey, what's up, Adam? He says he's 12 in the movie, right? And they're in middle school, right? Is it middle school? Because I got confused. This is why I'm asking y'all. I got confused because at one point he's talking to that bully, and his bully's like, I slept with a sophomore, right? And it's a lot different when you sleep with a sophomore, right? So is it, I think they're 8th graders, right? I think they're 8th graders in this film. Okay, so, I was about to say stupid. Okay, Cole is an 8th grader, right? Still has a babysitter, but he's also one of the coolest kids in town. I think Cole's really cool. All right, I think he has his head on straight. In 8th grade, even till now, I was playing with toys. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Cole. I stand with you. And he has a babysitter who he, I guess, really enjoys and is kind of developing the hots for. You see it in the movie, how he's kind of like growing up or reaching hormone stage. And then it just takes a twist. It goes completely haywire one night when his parents leave on a vacation. Really, he thinks it's because his parents are trying to be intimate with each other. So they take off out of town. And okay, there's so many things I like about this movie, but the parents are kind of one of those things I liked. I just like the way they acted and stuff. But yeah, and that's when stuff just goes completely crazy when he decides to spy on his babysitter while he's supposed to be asleep. And with that being said, let's just jump into this movie, dissect it, tear it apart in a good way. And I guess what would we want to jump into our favorite scenes? I want to talk about.
Are we doing the ratings before we do it? Spoiler.
Yes, you want to give a rating? Okay, ratings. I give this. I'm gonna give it a 4. 4. Yeah, I give this movie a 4. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. That's what I have. 4 machetes. 4 machetes for this one.
Giving it 4 Danny Trejos as well.
4 Danny Trejos. Okay.
I think I'm gonna give it 4 as well. It's a rewatchable movie. It's a fun, entertaining movie.
So, me as usual, I have 2 different ratings. Movie has for the genre itself, 3.5. But since it's entertaining, it was entertaining. But I saw this movie as like a standalone 9 to the horror genre. I'll give it a 4. Machetes, that is, Danny Trejos.
4 all around. Solid 4.
Dope.
Yeah.
I do find this interesting though, Manny, that this did have a very similar vibe to me than Satanic Panic have, which you gave a 2. So I'm just really curious about why the 2 different ratings when they were very similar movies.
Oh,
to
Everybody's
me.
different, man. Bella Thorne. That's why.
Bella Thorne.
Because the kid's name in real life is Judah. I told you this from the get-go.
It was
Hold on.
It was rubbing a mill for me.
It did have It did have very similar, and the fact that the dad in this one reminds me of Jerry O'Connell, who was the pervert husband in Satanic Panic. And yes, there is that similar
type of humor, really.
I think the reason I give this one higher though is because when I had seen this when it first came out, and being able to sit through it again years later, and I still got that feeling of like I still enjoy it a lot more. And I think another reason that I really liked it is the amount of like I guess just kind of like the gore in a sense, the way the death scenes are played out. I just think it's super cool. And I think another reason I give it a 4, and this could be biased on mine, I'm not gonna lie, is some of the actors in the film. You know, Samara Weaving's in it, King Batch is in it, Robbie Amell's in it. So it was things like that that really got me like, okay, you know what, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was able to sit through it again. It's fun with itself to an extent where it can be fun and then slap you in the face with like, oh my gosh, did that really just happen? You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I think I enjoyed that. So it's no hate to Satanic Panic, or it's just there's the differences in why
there are differences for sure that I think we'll talk about very
4.
soon.
But wasn't that your least favorite movie reviewed?
Right next to Nightmare Cinema.
No, I think Nightmare Cinema was my least favorite.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
that's close.
That was yeah, we don't talk about that one. We're just not gonna. Franco's like, after we did Nightmare Cinema, he's like, I'm sorry I made y'all watch that. That just goes to, it goes to show where it stands. Again, I don't think I added Mickey Rourke to my fight list, right? I don't think I did. So I think we're safe. Okay. I don't want him to pop up from behind me and like kill me.
Fuentes, you gave Satanic Panic 4.25. Why'd you give this one a 4? Did you just enjoy it more or what?
I enjoyed both. I mean, they're both very similar to me. They're both just comedies I could rewatch. I think I really just want to see the other movie. Honestly, I don't know why. I want to see Kill Queen and see how it extends from this Killer Queen and see what they do next. Like I've already seen the trailer a few times. Actually like 3 times. But I'm actually thinking about considering making it my next pick, so we just get both of the movies out of the way, and we could just kind of like relapse with this movie plus talk about what they did with the second one. I don't think we've ever really done that yet in the show, where we really did a sequel, two different movies and the sequels, and like how one went to the other. Like how did they do a good job? Anyway, that's for another podcast.
No,
we were about to
right now. Watching this one again. And then thinking of the second one, which was still fresher in my mind, there are a lot of things that I was like, man, I hate the fact that they did that in the second film. And it's not in the fact that it was like, when I saw it, it was enjoyable. But going back and seeing this one again, I was like, what the heck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get you. So what's the first thing we're hitting on this? Oh, wait, spoiler warning, right?
Yes. So right now, guys, this is... our spoiler warning, which we tell you if you want to continue watching this wherever you're watching it, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, or even listening to the podcast, you have the chance to leave in 3, 2, 1. Now we're getting straight into it. We're going to talk about our favorite scenes for this film. And I'm going to give mine. And it's crazy because there were a lot of... Okay, so there was like one favorite scene that I had for a long time, and I enjoyed it. And then I was like, oh shit, I like this scene a bit better. So like my original favorite scene was the way King Batch dies. And I'm sorry I keep calling him King Batch. I know he has a name.
John.
But
John.
Okay, yeah, I know. It's just that I know him for King Batch, and it just sticks so bad that every
His
time I
name
see
is
him in
John,
any
man.
movie,
It's John.
it's John.
John Connor.
John.
John.
John
John.
Connor.
Yeah.
I don't know
and
the other
then-
people's names,
and
but
then,
his name is John.
Okay. John's death in this film was one of the most enjoyable ones that I saw, because dude falls over the steering wheel, right, and then lands right on the freaking. Was it like an award or something? Right?
Yeah,
Like
it was some kind of
stabs him
award.
right
Yeah.
to the neck, and it's just instant. And I was like, this is my favorite
kill.
scene. Like, this is my favorite scene. But then what really got me was the whole fight chase between Max and Cole. That ended up being one of my favorite scenes, because it goes from Max wanting to kill him to Max being like, oh, you're not gonna let him talk to you like that, like to the bully. He's like, you're not gonna let him, like, this is your house, go defend yourself. And I just thought it's playful, because it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're hyping this kid up that you want to kill to go stand up for his house. Like, what is it? So I kind of liked it in the sense that a lot of these guys in this film, they're not like killers, you know, they're just like, it has to be done because we're trying to get what we want, you know what I mean? But there's still like some, I guess, heart in them for him to be like, hey, go out there and, you know, and of course Cole's just like, Cole doesn't do good at defending himself. And there's the whole chase again up the treehouse, and when Max gets up there, the way he slips through that board, and then within falling snaps his neck because he gets wrapped around the rope. I just thought that was like sudden, but at the same time, I don't know, I enjoyed it, because it's just like, what? It's a freak accident, you know what I mean? But I think what really sold it for me was the whole talk before, the whole interaction between him and Cole. So that's what sold that scene for me. But Cole is what I said too. The fact that he's given names like coleslaw, colonoscopy, colon cancer, Cole sore. I thought it was just really fun. This movie really had a play on the name Cole, which in my entire life I'd never played around with the word Cole. Never thought of any of this, and this movie just showers you with like a bunch of puns off the name.
Coleslaw, colonoscopy,
Cole sore,
Adam
Cold
Cole,
sore.
baby.
which what?
What? Nothing. That's the only reference to Franco.
Oh.
I
Adam
think
Cole.
I think what was like, at least on the psychological level, about what you were saying about him telling him to go defend his house and stuff. It's like, it was like he was giving him a chance to die like a man instead of dying like a coward, which is what he was basically about to die like. He was just like, he's like, you know what? Like, go defend yourself. Go, like, basically do your duties, make yourself feel like a man, because I'm about to kill you. And I want you to die as a man, not die as a pussy. And so basically he like tells him to go. Obviously, like you said, he fails, which I find very interesting. Like, he's right immediately after that smacks this guy right in the face. Like, this guy that's way bigger than him. Like, I don't know if he thought he was actually going to do anything to him whatsoever, but he did nothing to this other guy, like, whatsoever. I think he really just thought that maybe he could convince him to help him. So he really just kind of was not trying to attack him. He was trying to, like, get in a position where he could talk to him and not be very obvious that he was talking to him and telling him what's going on. Which, I don't know. I like that whole scene too. It was one of my favorite scenes as well. Mainly because I just thought it was cool that he was like, you know what? This kid's not going to live any longer. Like, I'm going to let him die as a man. Go do what you got to do. Go be a man, because I'm about to kill you.
Hold on.
And
Wait, you're explaining what you liked about that scene, but did you want to get into your favorite scene as well? I'm sorry.
not yet, because I
Okay.
haven't really thought about it.
Okay.
Need more song time.
I have two favorite scenes. One is a funny scene. Whenever he's messing around with the knife, Cole, his dad, comes in, tells him, not to mess with that, whatever, puts it in the dishwasher. And then later on, he's running away from B, right? That's her name, B?
Yes, B.
And he goes to the dishwasher to go grab the knife. The knife's not there. Yeah, like a little scene to where the dad and the mom are in a hotel room. The mom's just basically jacking him off and saying, "Hey, did you put the knife in the dishwasher?" He's like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, don't do that again. Put it in the hand, wherever the hell you put it at." So that's hilarious.
The chopping block or whatever it's called.
Yeah, he's being chased by B. That's where he runs into Allison, right? That's the whole fight scene.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Again, it's like it's in the midst of, this very tense moment where you're like, oh shoot, and then you just get that random flash to the parents just chilling in the hotel room and her being like, did you put the what's it called in the, you know what I mean? And it seems to me, in a way, it's like it feels like that's something you would see off a TV show. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, on TV shows, I'm like, yeah, I think I did. And then it goes to cutscene, boom. So,
I can't really say I have. Okay, now that I've thought about it a lot more, I can't really say I have a favorite scene. I just have like favorite moments throughout the entire movie for the most part. Like the little pocket knife part, like it was like pocket knife, and then it said it in letters. Like pocket knife. And then later on, when he pulls out the pocket knife, he's trying to cut the rope. It's like pocket knife, bitch. like right into that. It was very, like you were just talking about. It was very TV show, sitcom, cartoony like. It was very funny, like the way the whole movie was played out, kind of like that. Even up to the ending where he like drives the car into the house, like that was just so. Like when I was watching it, I literally said the words. That went from like, I was like, that was over the top. That whole scene was just over the top. And then it was kind of cool, like because they're kind of setting it up beforehand about like him like being super smart and knowing aerodynamics with the little car that he was trying to mess with the knife. And then his dad was like, I understand you love aerodynamics and you're really good at figuring out how to make things twist and turn the way you want them. But you can't, you need to use the right tools. Don't be using a knife. And then later on figures out that he can, turn the car exactly how he wants it to run into the house and all that. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was a cool scene too. Like the whole movie. I like the whole movie. I like every death scene. I like the fact that he got to fight every single one of them. Like you didn't think he was going to fight the cheerleader who got shot in the boob, but then she eventually comes back and he ends up having to fight her too. Like, I like the fact that it made him have to confront every single villain throughout the entire movie up to the end. I enjoyed the way this whole movie was put together. It was really well done. The whole movie is my favorite scene.
It's one big old scene.
Yeah. I also liked how he knew a bunch of police codes. That was really cool. I don't know. I just think stuff like that's pretty cool. But I agree with you. There are a bunch of favorite moments in this film that make you be like, oh, I don't know. I don't have just one. There was a bunch of like, oh, that was my favorite. That was my favorite. I guess it just came down to, is it because Robbie Amell is shirtless? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe that's what caused this scene with Maxie Cole.
Why is his shirt off? Really? That's the first question you're going to ask?
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. But yeah. Favorite scenes, Nick, Frank, Nick.
Yeah,
it's your
my name's Nick Frank. What's my name?
Bad guy. It's
the bad guy.
Of the bad guy.
Any scene with Robbie Amell really, or Max, that him without a shirt was definitely doing for me. I'll give him that. Nah, but I do enjoy the scene that you talked about earlier about the chase going on, or even the scene like where he kicks him the nuts, but he doesn't. He's like, I'm pretty sure I kicked you in the nuts. Is my dick's big or something. He's just like, tells him.
Yeah,
but you miss Cole.
Yeah, he's like, you missed my dick, Cole. He's like, no, I didn't. He goes, yeah, I did. Yeah, you did. And and my dick's big. And he's like, no, it's not.
Or even the other part where the bully, the guy who bullies him, he's Cole's trying to tell him like, oh, there's killers in my house and everything, whatever. There's dead bodies everywhere. Like if I die, then who are you gonna bully then? And the bully's like, you're right. Why don't you get him on my bike and we'll ride off, whatever. And he pretends to pick him up, but then what's he do? He throws him like an egg or I don't know.
It smacks him in the head with the
Smacks-
egg. Yeah, that was so
Like,
rude. Which later on that kind of causes Max to slide off the rope, right? Because
he got the yoke on his hands.
He touches
Yeah.
Cole's head and he gets all the yoke on his hands. Yeah, so maybe he should have never, if he never told him to confront the bully, Max could have still been alive. So, he in reality he killed himself. So would you say that was suicide?
Right. Have we ever talked about on this thing about like hero's luck, or there's a certain word for it, but basically when the hero gets lucky like all the time in a movie, and like basically they should never actually have survived, but all these incidents keep happening that are so happenstance throughout the thing. And some people are like, oh well, that's what makes movies lame, because it's kind of like what they call I don't remember the exact term, it's a Latin term, but basically like God saves you. Like, and when they say like the writer of the story saves them, even though there was no real way for that to actually happen. And so people call that like a cop out. They're like, oh, that's a cop out. Like instead of the hero trying to figure it out himself, like he just gets lucky all the time. And so people get mad about stuff like that. And it's like, well, okay, but if we're going to talk about movies with like satanic like themes in them, then why can't God or angels or a higher being be helping this person that's fighting against evil? Why is that a cop-out? Why is it a cop-out to get help from people above when the people that they're fighting are getting help from people of the other side? Why is that a cop-out? And that's the end of my rant.
To add to your rant,
segment now?
Mr. Fuentes, to add to your rant, coming from the Christian perspective, I'm sick and tired of the overly themed Catholic. Like, I'm sorry if you are a Catholic, this is not me dogging on Catholics, but I've noticed that in every film where evil is evil, right, and people are fighting back with good, for some reason they're always Catholics. Which in reality, it's like, okay, maybe that is an overtone. A lot of people we run into are Catholics, but I'm just tired of the Our Father's not working, because they're not. If you say Our Father to a demon, it's not going to stop it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be that's not going to do anything. It goes back to the scene in This Is the End where he's like, the power of the Christ compels you. Really, Jay? Is it compelling? It's not that compelling, So, what you're saying there is yes, and it's crazy because some of these films, they paint out the theme of like a demonic possession or a spirit or an evil spirit or a demon, that the people watching it don't think of the good. They don't think that, like this could be a battle between
good and evil,
demons and angels. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense to look at it in that way, to be like, oh, you know what? Why can't they get help? It's not luck, right? Because obviously the bad guy had a lot of help themselves. They're being powered by whatever demonic possession. So they're, oh Lord, Nick, are you okay? Okay. So in reality, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I just wanted to add to that little rant because it makes a lot of sense.
That's at least the most sense I could make out of it.
The Fuentes rant. No more rant segments.
So those were our favorite scenes from The Babysitter.
All right, my least favorite scene was the whole movie. I'm just kidding.
I thought you would never say it.
My least favorite scene was the credits rolling.
Now
The surprise credits.
Now we're gonna get into our second favorite scene. All right, just continue going.
I gave like 2 or 3 scenes, didn't I?
Just like every movie, just like every rose has a thorn, like every cowboy. Every day has its thorn. Every rose has its thorn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. I'm sorry, that was what Death said in Bill and Ted 2 when he's trying to get into heaven. It's like every rose has a thorn. Okay, I gotta stop. Just like there's every good movie, we're talking about the good. I'm sorry for those of y'all who had to sit through that on the podcast. You could forward me saying that.
And that was the quote of the day.
Yeah.
Franco's like, I don't edit
That was
shit. It
recorded
just gets
today,
thrown
brought to
on
you by
there.
Geico Insurance, right? And that was
Geico,
recorded
good
podcast.
shorts.
Unless we something that may cancel us, I don't edit.
So now we're getting into our least favorite scenes in the movie. If you had one, I want to
Big
start
mouth.
this off first and foremost by saying it's okay to have a least favorite scene or to have disliked something about this movie. And I dislike Bella Thorne. Okay, I don't like her.
How dare you, man?
I
How
don't
dare
like
you?
Bella
This
Thorne.
movie is perfect.
Okay. For some of the parts of the movie, I was like, okay, it's not that annoying. But when she gets too much screen time, it's like, okay, cut it down. You get what I'm saying? Cut it down. Because in reality, you had Sonya, kicking ass to get Cole. You have Max kicking ass to get Cole. You even have John kicking ass to get Cole. And then you get this really
Did he kick us? It's a good Cole.
Yeah, John's the one that chases him first. He runs up to get him. And then that's when Cole, when he lunges at him, he flies over the...
was he kicking ass, though? He was just running.
I mean, he's still
kicking
trying.
after the
Ran in that trip and died.
He still went for Cole first, though.
Yeah, but he died.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
He died with honor.
Bella Thorne at least lasted longer than him.
Okay, Bella Thorne did last longer. But
I did have a question though.
From Cole.
Didn't it seem like Max, because I get the impression in this movie that Samara, what was her name in the movie?
B.
B. I get the impression that B has been around for a while. She wasn't just a normal teenager. She's already done this for a while. But the other one seemed to have been freshly into it, except for Max. To me, they never really say it, but Max seemed to be more stronger than an average person throughout a lot of this movie. They never said anything about it, but I mean, he took full kicks to the balls. He was throwing things straight through people's heads.
He threw exactly. Because they had not gotten their powers yet when he threw that thing right through the officer's head. So I'm glad you caught that because I was hoping somebody brought that up.
It was weird to me. Because he also didn't seem very new to the situation. Man, I don't want to say names and or also be racist.
I know.
Well,
I know. Towards the ending, Cole asked her how many other children were there. She's like, "Was it more?" She said, "Yeah." That he's not the first.
But yeah, the other ones they seem pretty. Only Max and B really seem to be cool. Sonya did seem pretty cool, but I think Sonya was just psychotic in general.
I think Max said he just likes to kill.
I will say, I didn't like. John cracks a joke at one point, and I don't know. It didn't land. It was a miss for me. And there was that one where he's like, "I wish Carrie was black, because she would have been covered in Hennessy." I was like, what?
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It kind of made me chuckle, but it did make sense. Yeah.
I was just, I don't know.
I think most of his scenes are usually improvised as well.
Really?
I think so. I think that's usually how he does most of his movies and shows.
Well, damn. Well, then in that case, it may not have made sense, but to come up with that on the spot, I
applaud you.
A black Carrie covered in Hennessy. I don't know because they were trying to embarrass her. Why would you draw don't people like Hennessy? Or do people hate Hennessy? If people like Hennessy, they're not gonna drop it on somebody they dislike.
For the homies.
For the homies.
For the homies.
But yes, as we all know, I think that's just what I disliked. It's just Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne at the end of the day.
I'm not a fan of Bella Thorne. If she gets too much screen time, I dislike it. But they used a proper. Okay, I guess there was that. Okay, the scene where her and Cole are going at it. Where I just like Cole's response, where she's like, "Oh, you pervert," because he presses into the gunshot wound, and she's like, "You pervert." He's like, "You don't get to talk down on me for defending myself. You don't get to do that. You don't get to make me feel bad for the way I defended myself." And she's like, "I'm never gonna be anything again. I can't do anything." And he's like, "Well, what do you want to be? I want to be a journalist. And he's like, what? And you're good. Like, what the hell? Don't be complaining about that when that's not even a big deal. And
Yeah.
I don't know. But she ends up getting her brains blown out. That was crazy. But
I didn't have a least favorite scene in this one, but for part 2, whenever we do go through it, I do have a least favorite part of that.
I think for me, like, because I do look at a lot of things nowadays with a political eye for the most part, and there was like a one part that was like quotation marks politically correct that they were trying to drive into the audience. It was funny, but it was also just like really guys. But whenever the kid was like saying pussy, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think that means what you think it means," and then at some point he says retarded and pussy at the same time, and
yes.
she was like, hey, and he was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble for saying pussy, and she's like, don't say retarded, and he's just like, get out of here, go, and like she's really mad about it, and I'm just like,
he says,
this whole
he goes, so I can say pussy but I can't say retarded, and then she walks off. Can't believe he said pussy. Like she ends it by saying like, I can't believe he said pussy, right?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was funny, but it was also one of those kind of like, they're trying to drive that nail into don't say retarded, guys. It's a bad word. I don't know. I think it's retarded, but whatever.
Hold on.
Okay. He went there.
Not to edit that out, so because that was canceled.
we're all canceled now. Oh,
Getting ready to get edited. He said he likes to edit, but he's going to edit that part.
He's gonna edit it out, like just so we don't get canceled.
What the politically correct stuff?
Yeah, or me, the R word.
We only had another moment with Manny from like last 2 years ago.
What?
Oh, I
was enjoying it to the 17-minute mark.
In our old podcast, cancel culture is gonna cancel us one day. They're gonna cancel me. Definitely me.
I'll get canceled hard with you.
We're canceled by association, man.
They canceled me because I said a certain I said something stupid, and this one person's like, I was a good fan of your podcast and was really enjoying it until that one guy said this.
I remember that.
In the 17-minute mark.
I remember y'all talking about that. I forgot what it was. I know we probably shouldn't bring it up right now, but yeah, we'll have to talk about that afterwards.
The dude blocked us on Twitter afterwards. Like,
I remember. I remember.
And then blocked us so we wouldn't respond.
Who are you?
That's funny. Yeah, I remember.
He's forever on my fight list. You
that guy?
You brought him back. He's
Is that guy?
You don't get to talk trash about me and then block yourself on Twitter. You don't do that.
Man.
You don't gotta do that. I'm sorry.
That guy from Hogwarts or what?
Why? Because he sounded like that.
Yeah, he talked with a
with this.
We're gonna quit. We're gonna lose Irish viewers if they're doing different accents now.
We're doing British
accents.
I haven't checked our stats, so maybe we already lost them.
Ooh, we gotta say something in Irish.
Bella.
They're going my Lucky Charms.
Good morning to you. Would you like some Lucky Charms?
Oh, so you're trash talking now. What the hell?
Would you like some Lucky Charms, little boy?
Yes. I would love your Lucky Charms.
It's crazy because my fiance on her GPS.
Hold up. Is that your first time saying fiance?
On the podcast, yes.
How does it feel? Fiance.
It feels new because I'm so used to saying girlfriend, and now it's fiance. But okay, so check this out. So her GPS, right? Because she's half Irish, half German, right? Her GPS is Irish. She has it like Siri set to the Irish. So it's so funny because like whenever you come to a stop sign, it sounds so annoyed. It's like, at the stop sign, make a right, right? Like it sounds like pissed off. Like
what
at the
hell?
stop sign, make a left. And like
You have
it's
an
just the
attitude?
funniest thing because it sounds like it's so fed up with giving directions. It's like at the stop sign, right? Like I can only think of like a blonde girl being like, at this stop sign, you're gonna take a right. So I don't know. I just found it really funny. Not making fun of any Irish, but I just think that like the Irish Siri sounds a little fed up when giving directions.
Yeah, on my maps I have it or my Google Assistant, because I have a Galaxy. I have
Yeah.
it set for a British accent, so
Oh.
everything's like in British whenever I talk to my phone. It's pretty funny.
Don't you worry, Irish listeners. March, it will be your month. We're gonna make it big on March.
We're gonna review the Leprechaun.
We're
Big
gonna review
special.
every week is another Leprechaun movie.
Are we doing Leprechaun Back to the Hood?
For sure. And Leprechaun in Space. Classic.
See, Back to the Hood is enjoyable. Space is hard to watch.
In space.
You know what? I never saw. I didn't see the newest Leprechaun film.
It was like a new one, right?
Yeah, where it's supposed to be continue. It's the daughter of Jennifer Aniston, going back 20 years later to the same house. But
Yeah,
it's not even Ward Davis anymore. So it was like,
Yeah, it's a WWE wrestler, Hornswoggle.
No, they made one after that one.
No. They made another one after the Hornswoggle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one was trash.
Just like the Hellraiser, Doug Bradley's no longer Hellraiser, and ever since then, the Pinhead movies are like horrible.
It's like the Puppet Master, the new one. It's just not the original, so it's horrible.
Dude, I saw a Puppet Master collection selling on Instagram. It keeps jumping up in my ads. You know, there's like 20 of those films, dude.
Yeah. I think they're all on Netflix or Hulu or something. Or maybe it's Shudder.
At the stop sign? I'm just kidding.
I'll say that looks nice though.
At the stop sign, like, nice. Can we stop? Can we stop now?
At the stop sign? No. Does anybody else have a song they disliked or something about the movie that they didn't?
When Robbie Mill died. Max,
my boy Max.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whenever King Batch died, he should have got more time.
Yeah, he died really fast.
It should have been Bella Thorne that died first.
They should have killed off Bella Thorne fast.
Let's go with the stereotype though.
Last a while, yeah. Which they didn't. You know, y'all saw like the whole end credit scene, right? I think I remember seeing it when I first saw it and then saw it again. Right? The whole
I didn't say it for the end. Was there an end credit?
Yeah, so it's like it shows a firefighter walking into the house where the car was wrecked. The spot where B was sitting or was laying down because the car ran over her, it was empty. Right? So like he looks up and he kind of looks around and she appears like behind him and like screams, and then the movie ends.
Oh wow.
So that was like there's gonna be a sequel. You know?
Yeah.
That was
I didn't know that.
And I think I saw it or I didn't see it because I remember when I found out that they were making a sequel, that the trailer came out, it surprised me. I was like, wait, they're making a sequel? I was like, wait, there's a part 2? You know? So
okay, to be honest, like the synopsis that I'm getting from this trailer of the sequel, it's like fun but also kind of weird all at the same time. Like, oh, they get brought back because they make a deal with the devil and they like come back. So you take this movie that it's semi supernatural just because there's this book and they're trying to like gain these power type of things, and make it full supernatural where now you're coming back from the dead because of Satan for the most part, or this pack you make. So like, I'm interested to see how this movie plays out whenever I watch it. Just because of all that weirdness to me.
Yeah.
Did you say book?
Yeah, book, right? There was a book that they were like
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
There you go.
Wait.
You got me.
I got you.
Good. I was going to say, Franco, you have not seen Hocus Pocus?
That's why it was the last one.
Never in my life. I've seen Halloween Town.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
I'll watch that again soon, sometime. Before.
Just to know that
Hocus Pocus is up here. Halloween Town.
Kimberly J. Brown, Marnie, she's actually married to the guy from Calabar's Revenge. That's cool.
Oh,
right?
that guy.
Yeah, the boy that she was in love with in the sequel.
Who
ended up being bad. Like they're married in real life.
Such good shit.
That's wholesome shit. Okay,
That's good shit.
that's some good shit there, boy. So that was the good and the bad of the Babysitter 2017. Guys, with that being said, I would strongly advise for those of y'all who are into gore or movies that are somewhat fun at the same time horror themed, definitely go check this movie out. It's available on Netflix, made by Netflix, and there is a sequel currently out as well. Y'all can check out both back to back if you're looking for something to end this holiday month with that you'd like to enjoy. So the next question I have for y'all is if there was another way to have ended this film, do y'all have any? How would y'all have ended it? If you do,
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how you top a car running through a freaking house and like smashing the last person that you had to fight. Like that's the biggest you could possibly ever go in actual conceivable sense. Like what, going and shooting her with a gun? Lame. Everyone's already done that. And no one's ran over a fucking girl with a car, like, and they were like 12 years old. Like, I don't know. That was just the most epic ending that movie could have had.
I personally do not have any way of ending it other than the way it did end. I enjoyed the way it ended. It was enjoyable. There was no way that I would have been like, oh, I would have done this, or I probably would have done it this way. No, and I like the way that it ends with them talking about their top 5 of who would be on their intergalactic space team. Which who does she name? Kirk, Picard, Ripley,
Will
Smith and Jeff Goldblum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the egg, the xenomorph egg.
Egg. And then he has the guy from Battlestar Galactica, Data, Predator, and then Cole and B. You know, so it was kind of like it kind of made me sad because I guess like I think it's really cool the little relationship they have as a bit. Yes, exactly. As the babysitter, you know, her and Cole are like really, really close. You know, to the point where he's like, you are giving me this thing when I graduate, right? And she's like, yes, I already said to her car. He goes, cool, fix the door because I don't want it with a broken door when I get it from you. You know, like it's just little things like that. It seemed like really enjoyable. There was like I guess great chemistry between Cole and B that I enjoyed. That didn't seem overly sexual or kind of perverted, you know? It seemed very like she was his babysitter, and the only thing that I saw was it was the change in age, you know? He had started to notice her as a little like hotter than he had normally saw her, you know? But it wasn't him trying to get at her, you know? It never became him trying to sleep with her or anything like that. So I enjoy the way the actors and actresses portrayed the characters. It was a fun film. I don't think I would have ended it any other way than the way it ended. So I couldn't top it. And not only that, he crashes into the house with Melanie's father's car, which made me happy because her father was an asshole, and I'm glad that that's how it went down. That it was his car that was trashed. So that made me really excited. But any other way that y'all would have ended it, or no?
Nope.
I would edit a scene towards the end where the bully comes out. It's like, what happened? And they do the whole thing, and now I have Cole knock his ass out.
Damn.
The end.
Damn. Instead, you just got the bully's friends like that. That's what you got at the end.
The bully still did not respect his ass, so yeah, he has to get knocked out.
He got his back to enjoy though.
I would have had him get hit by the parents' car instead of the bike.
The bike. Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought that's what was gonna happen. I thought he was about to get hit by the car, but then it was his bike, and I was like, "Oh, that's way less melodramatic."
But
what was his bike name again?
The bike. Oh,
Cindy.
Susie.
I think it was Cindy.
It's Cindy. Yeah, it's Cindy. So with all that being said, guys, we enjoyed the way it would have ended. Nick, you would have had the bully get run over. Get punched in the face by what's
Franco's right. I'm changing mine to 4.5 because it was an enjoyable movie. I could watch that over and over, and I'm sure I'm gonna like the second part to this, so it's just one of those movies where like when I watch one, I could watch the other. Like I think both of them are gonna go hand in hand in me and my ratings for this movie. But yeah, I think Franco's right. 4.5. If I gave Satanic Panic a 4.5, which I enjoyed that movie too. But I also enjoyed this movie a lot too. Like it had a lot of fun themes. Yeah, I like it.
I'm actually raising mine up to a 4.5 as well because it was really enjoyable, and I've raised it like 5-6 times. So 4.5, rewatchable as fuck.
I'm gonna give this a 4.5 as well. I honestly,
We're gonna put all this pressure on Nick now.
I
sorry,
am not gonna
Matt,
fucking change my rating at all. Don't fucking pressure me because y'all are sick sluts. No, but no, I'm straight up. No. I'm not going back.
Join
I
us.
said 4, dude.
Join us.
Look, we're at 4. That would be in our second way we all agree around, and you got to fuck it up.
I think we're at third movie.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
With that being said, do we have a fresh rant this week?
We do, but before we do, we also have to come up with a slogan. Or do you want to skip the slogan? We didn't.
That's right. I forgot, man.
The slogan for the movie.
Oh.
I didn't find a slogan for this film. Like the slogan for it.
Dream girls can be a nightmare.
It says dream girls can be a nightmare. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's right there. Forgive me. It's right there. I do like the way that the poster's kind of 80s themed. It's really dope. I would say my thing would be the babysitter looks can be deceiving. That would be like my name for it. Anybody got anything else?
The babysitter. No, I don't know.
The babysitter gotta stay up. I don't know what the fuck to see some dirty.
The babysitter, killer looks, killer attitude,
killer queen. Oh, that's what I want to. That's a bit.
Killer looks, killer attitude, kill her. Makes sense.
Killer looks, killer attitude, kill her. Oh, the babysitter. Why is his shirt off?
The babysitter. Damn, Max.
Max.
You know, I also wanted to point out, if this movie didn't have a trailer and you didn't already know that something was about to go haywire, they didn't leave any clues or any indication that it would have turned from 0 to 60 immediately. If you didn't know what this movie was about before watching this movie, it would have been just such a shocker to all of a sudden this chick just put 2 knives into this guy's head.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, because you just didn't see that coming, like, at all. Like, it literally came out of nowhere, and it was like, whoa. Okay.
We just want to sincerely apologize to the actor who played Samuel. We did not talk about you at all in this movie.
You took 2 knives to the head like a champ.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you can't say charge him because he at least got a makeout sesh to spin the bottle. I was jealous of him.
King
Wait,
Bottom
did
got
he
licked.
get a makeout sesh? Because he was about to kiss her. He got nervous and got up. And that's when she
He got
said
licked.
there's nothing to be afraid of. Did she kiss him?
I'm pretty sure she kissed him.
I don't...
What, King Batch or the nerd?
No, she licked King Batch.
She licked King Batch, but I'm pretty sure the nerd got some kiss.
Oh.
And then he like got back, and then she like
Yeah, that was that just goes to show you guys that if she's too pretty for you, it's most likely the truth. She's too pretty for you. Okay?
if she's into you, it's a possibility you're about to be a satanic sacrifice.
Don't place it in the bottle with shirtless dudes.
Yeah.
He wasn't shirtless yet. He didn't.
In my head, he was.
He was.
You addressed him with your mind already. You addressed him.
No, but
By the way, I did want to also point out before we get through this, I think my favorite kill scene in general, at least the most goriest, and I thought was the most coolest that I haven't seen in a while, is when Max like rips that crowbar off out of the cop's head, and you can pretty much see his whole skull separate. I thought that was pretty cool.
Lord.
It was gruesome, but it was like a cool gruesome.
Yeah, that was dope. That was. I agree with you, Mr. Fuentes. That was good.
So are we about to fresh rant? Are we about to fuck someone up?
I was kind of like, I'm not gonna find any bad reviews for this movie, and I think I'm okay. But after much thought and consideration, I took
a look, huh?
It's in a book.
I made the honest mistake of filtering the comments, which again, IMDb made this nice little feature where you could filter the comments and even the stars, the amount of stars they got. So I made the honest mistake of clicking 1 out of 10 stars because in my head I was like, no, this is an enjoyable movie and I just want to know if maybe people didn't like it. And so I did find out that there were a handful of people who didn't like this film, and I'm gonna attack just one, right? I'm gonna attack just one, but I just wanna
33
read some
reviews.
Yeah, I just want to read some of Tudo. Okay, Tudoraxer said the cringiest movie, and then he says a combination of stupid Hollywood, cringy McCringerson scenes. I just want to tell you, Tudoraxer, the fact that you say cringy McCringerson, that means you use that on a daily, and you're already beyond cringy. You're most likely a brony. And that's why you hated this film.
I'm going to use that phrase.
You don't have a chance with any of the females that were in this film. That's what probably makes you mad.
Even the one we hate. What's her name again?
Not even Bella Thorne. Not even the one with fish lips.
Not even Bella Thorne.
Yeah, you don't get Sonya either. And then I saw some people saying bad enough for me to cancel Netflix. I canceled Netflix after this. Like, what? You didn't have to sit through this film. That doesn't make any sense to cancel a subscription because they made one bad movie. I have Netflix and I don't watch every damn original Netflix series that comes on.
I just watch all the Noah Centineo movies.
Did you?
That's my shit.
I haven't seen part 2 to the boys, all the boys I loved. Okay, so I got one because this person wrote an article on it. So, with that being said, this person gives their name up front. This was posted on March 24th of 2018 by Justin Robert -02416. Damn, that's 02416. What is that, like February the 4th, 2016? I think that could mean something. Okay, Justin Robert. Wow, this is really bad. Few movies are completely terrible that I feel compelled to let others know. But I just feel the need to save others from wasting an hour and a half of their lives, which would be better spent staring at a wall, sleeping, or watching cable access television on YouTube. Yes, it's that bad. And it's not even like the so bad it's good type of bad. It's just outright bad. The movie fails utterly terribly in every attempt at humor. The acting is some of the worst I've ever seen. Film production seems to think it's being cute and creative by writing pocket knife on the screen every time the lead character uses his pocket knife. They also wrote what the fuck whenever the dude got stabbed in the head. So that was cool, all right? So, Justin Robert, you're already wrong, but I'm going to continue reading your shitty ass review. All right, I'm going to give you your few minutes of fame.
I already hate this guy.
You dumb fuck. On the screen, every time the lead character uses his pocket knife. This is not only completely idiotic, but I don't even get what the director is trying to accomplish with stupid little things like this. They don't fit in the film, don't make sense, and it is just something else in the film that makes you cringe every time you see it. Netflix usually makes some good stuff, and when I read the description of the film, When I read the description of the film, it sounded like something I'd like. Sadly, they managed to take a film idea that could have been done in campy horror fun and turn it into something that tries way too hard and just completely flops at every attempt at being witty or humorous. I did not like it at all. The acting and characters are so unbelievably stupid, you almost feel embarrassed for the poor actors who were forced to appear in this steaming pile of garbage. This is one of the worst films I've seen in decades. My good friend Justin Robert, I have to tell you that you are one of the dumbest fucking idiots I've ever come across on my fight list. Everything you just said was completely stupid and you made no fucking point. You basically went on a rant about how you hate the fact that they put a pocket knife over every time the lead character, which has a name, Cole, all right, which there's a play on words multiple times. This movie does a outstanding job of wit and humor because it makes you realize that, oh, this is a fun movie to watch. And at the same time, boom, packs a punch like King Batch falling on a freaking award that slices right through his neck. Boom. I mean, you're getting gore in this film, and it's done in such a fun way that you sit into this film like, this is enjoyable. I like this. I want to see more of this. And you say you feel bad for the actors and actresses. My homie, my brethren, Samara Weaving. If you have not seen her, she's in almost every movie that's coming out now. If this was a bad movie, this would have tarnished her reputation. You wouldn't hear the name Samara Weaving anymore. But you still do. Robbie Amell would no longer have a career. But Robbie Amell's still here. King Batch wouldn't have his own Netflix series, which I just found out about today from Franco. If this movie did bad, there would not have been a fucking sequel. If this movie didn't make money, stupid bitch. Sorry, Justin Robert. Let me continue. I had to burp. So full of your bullshit that I had to burp. As sad as this is to say, Bella Thorne would continue to be a nobody, but obviously somehow she still is somebody in the media's eyes. And not even this movie, which you say was so horrible, ruined her career. And I've yet to hear any of the actors that portrayed this film complain or talk shit about the role in this movie. In fact, there's a sequel that they also signed on for. So obviously, that means they didn't hate the film and they thought it was good. So with that being said, Justin Robert, I feel like I wasted an hour and 30 minutes of my precious breath talking shit to you because you are stupid and your opinion doesn't even matter. I'm sorry that you're this upset over one movie. I'm sorry that this is the one that pissed you off. And the fact that homie only has one review on his thing, that means this man that's it. He came on IMDb and made
just to shit talk this movie.
Because this man said, a few movies are so completely terrible that I feel compelled to let others know, but I just feel the need to save others from wasting an hour and a half of their lives. This man was so compassionate about his bullshit opinion that he went out and made a freaking IMDb account just to talk trash about this movie.
You turned to James Gordon.
Justin Robert, 02416.
James Gordon.
You've officially been added to the fight list, and you will catch these hands. You will catch them, and they will end you. This will be the end of you. That's it. You're on Manny's fight list.
Yes.
And because I'm out of breath, I'm going to go ahead and just say I thoroughly enjoyed watching this movie. I would definitely watch it again. I advise all of our listeners from Facebook to YouTube, to the people that will see little clips on Instagram, to the people that like our page on Facebook, and the people that are listening to this podcast, especially you Irish. Go watch this film. It's enjoyable. It's good. You heard us all here. We all gave an outstanding review. We threw in a lot of machetes right there. That's a lot of Danny Trejo's. And that's a lot of Danny Trejo's. But there's enough movies with Danny Trejo for that to be possible. So I hope y'all enjoyed our review on The Babysitter 2017. I continue to ask Shudder and IMDb to please just give us a shot. It's not going to kill you.
One shot,
one opportunity. Would you take it?
Or just let it slip.
Mom spaghetti.
His palms are sweaty. Knees weak, arms and
Arm spaghetti. Oh wait, no, that's the other one.
Mom spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and
Calm and
ready.
ready.
So with that being said, the next movie that we're reviewing is 8 Mile. No, I'm just kidding.
That was a horror
Pretty scary.
movie in itself. Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, it was. Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon played the stepdad, right? Was it Michael
Wait,
Shannon?
could we review that movie because Brittany Murphy's in it and now she's dead, so it's like we're watching
dude,
Ghosts?
Whoa. Whoa.
You went there.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Whoa.
I like 8 Mile.
That man did not hold back.
We like 8 Mile, but not for your reasoning.
Alex Munoz, 3 thumbs up.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Alex.
How
Thank you for
do you do
listening
3
to our
thumbs up?
podcast.
But before we go, I'm not saying I'm the next one to pick, but before that, who's making the IMDb account so we can write reviews on there? Who's doing that?
Dude, can
Who's
we
doing
review people? Can we write reviews to people who write reviews?
Can we respond to reviews?
If we can, that's another reason to
Bro,
have it.
if we do, it's the end of the world for most of these guys.
After every one, you just show on the fight list.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. You heard Drake? Got them right here. Look at they're ready.
Nah,
They're ready to.
I guess you can only see if it's
helpful.
yeah, helpful or not. That's lame. We need to write IMDb and tell them that we need to start being able to write reviews under reviews. We need to be able to talk shit to people about their opinions.
I need to let these people know that they're wrong. IMDb.
Just so very wrong.
They're wrong.
You're wrong. Your opinion's like, it doesn't even matter.
I drop a review on them like Vietnam,
Damn.
like napalms.
Damn.
Make them missing an arm.
Damn. Don't play.
Well,
Don't play. Don't play.
They're about to get faded like they walk into a salon.
Damn. Damn.
I walk into the salon. What?
I float like a butterfly and sting like
With your
a bee.
mom.
But I ain't talking Muhammad Ali.
Ali.
Talking Samara Weaving. What's good?
Hey,
Because she was B in the movie.
it's all good in the hood. I'm in the mood.
Damn. I drop bars like the soap in a gel.
I hope you understood.
Dang, are we about to get a fresh freestyle?
What's good?
I like my popcorn popped and my hot coffee hot and my cars with drop tops and my fiance
I don't know where to
in a
go
crop
from this.
top.
You're in a crop top, getting arrested by the cop.
Damn.
It's all happened to be in the shop.
But I keep driving and I never stop.
And
Driving,
Oh.
never stop.
until I run out of gas and I have to pull over. And the cop says, "Sir, get out."
And I go pop, pop.
Damn.
Oh,
Say pop, pop.
And then I start to pop.
But I ain't talking about guns. I'm talking about soda.
Damn. And I
Hit you with the boulder.
And I offer them.
Hit you with my shoulder.
Damn.
Ain't nobody colder.
Ooh. I'm ice cold like a freezer. That's a Dragon Ball reference. Ice
Freezer?
cold like a freezer. Freezer.
Have you met his brother named Cooler?
Damn. My mom doesn't let me go outside or hang out with my friends. I'm a 26-year-old man. This is sad. I gotta get off. No, I'm just kidding.
So Franco, are we about to play the trailer for our next pick?
The trailer.
My next
No,
pick
freestyle.
is the most anticipated movie, and
Oh shit, we're doing a back-to-back.
He took your pick back to back.
So-
Oh, tainted love. What's your trailer?
in 2 weeks, November 3rd, catch us reviewing.
I'm
Killer
kind of
Queen.
sad that they showed like she gets shot in the tit again. Like I thought that would have been more funny in the movie to see it, but we seen it in the trailer, so we already expect it.
It's because they know that people don't like Bella Thorne, so they had to do something.
They're like, dude, we have to shoot her again.
Fuck, we have to shoot her in the. Do it. Just do it.
Just shoot
Just
her
do it.
right in the shoot her right in the tit again.
Just. I mean, they're not gonna watch it if we
Yeah.
don't. With all that being said, guys, I'm excited. It's too funny, man. Thank you, good sir. Alex, thank you, sir, for sitting down with us through this podcast, everybody who's joined. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and close this baby up. Thank you so much for those of y'all who have joined us on Facebook Live, joined us on YouTube Live, have subscribed to any one of our channels, whether that be within the podcast or outside of it. Thank you for your continued support of the podcast. Again, it means the world to us. No matter who you are, no matter where you're listening from, it means the world to us. We hope that y'all are enjoying these reviews as much as we enjoy reviewing them, even though sometimes the movies aren't that great. Thanks, killing. So with that being said, what's it called? We also hope that you stay safe this Halloween. And the CDC says that trick-or-treating is not going to happen. So, guys, please listen to the CDC and tell them to go fuck themselves. Y'all go out there and y'all trick-or-treat, okay? Halloween's not over. I don't care. Cancel me. I don't care. All right?
Just wear your masks.
Enjoy y'all's Halloween, guys. It's the Saturdays. Please stay safe. And just continue to watch a bunch of horror movies. And if you have a horror movie that you think that we would like, let us know about it. But until then, guys, I'm Manny Fresh. That's Fresh with the PH because I got that PhD. You're keeping it fresh. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it's at MannyFresh18. My Twitter is at Prodigal116. And my YouTube is at Fresh TV. And I'm just going to explain that because the other guys in this group all have YouTubes that they're going to plug in as well because, guys, their content's amazing. So each one of them is amazing. I love each and every one of them. Thank you all for joining this podcast, and peace on my behalf.
You can follow me on Instagram on Prodigal Imosawa. Twitter that I don't use. I ain't gonna plug that. You can follow subscribe to our YouTube channel, Imosawa Productions. And with the season coming up, spooky season about to end, and then all this other season is also a season of kind of depression. So just remember, you are loved. If you ever need to talk to anybody, message one of us or message the page. We'll love to talk. You can also find out on You Are Loved on Instagram. And yeah.
So Franco, I didn't actually get to tell you congratulations on your new child.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Everyone's moving up and doing big steps with their lives. But I'm Mr. Fuentes. I am actually a music artist. You can find my stuff on Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much anywhere that you listen to anything streaming. You can also find me on all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, pretty much my main three, at Mr. Fuentes 361, and that's Mr. Fuentes 361, Mr. Fuentes 361. And now to this guy.
This motherfucking guy. Before closing off, I just want to say I'm sorry for calling y'all sluts earlier. That was very unprofessional of me. But I'm not changing my score whatsoever, but I'll take back for calling y'all sluts. Anyways, you can follow me at the Bag at Nick H on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NickH2313. I'll post some sexy photos for y'all if you do decide to follow. Also subscribe to my OnlyFans.
For your OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, yes. Okay. Pay the fee. I'm not gonna get free shit, man. But yeah,
Sexy boy.
That does it. I'm bringing sexy back.
Before we go, I also want to plug my daughter's YouTube channel, Vanny's Wonderland, VANI''S Wonderland. She posts unboxings and all that stuff, and she really likes to subscribe. So if y'all keep subscribing to that, watching videos, she enjoys making them.
Go subscribe. Go subscribe, guys. Go subscribe.
Surprise appearance.
My dog Ralph.
Shout out Ralph.
Shout out Ralph.
Hey, look at this guy.
Oh,
Kenny.
shoot.
The fat cat Kenny.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Ralph, eat the cat. Eat the cat, Ralph.
We'll catch y'all guys in 2 weeks. November 3rd for Babysitter Killer Queens.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Our folks always been the bad